Let's talk about the episode. Let's talk about the episode. What the hell is going on with these Damaras? First off, we got Tony missing, but not really. He had a meeting. Anna run around here calling, harassing people, want people to panic like her because her beloved Tony missing. Then come to find out today, he not missing. He planning, scheming, doing something. Then help Kristen escape. Prison. Got her blindfolded. And he dealt with her, then uncovered her mask off, and now we know Tony not really missing. Then on top of it, we got Gwen at this little gala event going on. While this gala event going on, we we got Gwen over here that had a man drop off a big old crate box talking about some welcome home, and it need to happen this instant while this gala event going on, and so on. So what the hell is going on with these Damaras? It's some strange activities going on with the Damaras. We thought EJ was only going to be the one with the strange activity going on. Come to find out, we got Tony in it. We got Kristen. We got EJ. We got Gwen in it. What is going on with these Damaras? Now, we already know something shady going down with EJ and Gwen. We already knew that. The fact that she said welcome home. Is Tony in that Tony, is Dimitri in that crate? I'ma go ahead and say it now. Is that Dimitri in that crate? While you talking about some welcome home, what else could you be saying welcome home to? Is Dimitri in that crate? Cause that look like some weird business y'all are put together, put them in a little box like that, and have them shipped and have them come. What the hell is going on? Something strange is going on, and for Gwen to say welcome home, it's some strange activities going on while this gala going on. In the name of Tom Horton. Some strange activities is going on with all the Damaras. I thought it was only going to be EJ bringing the excitement this fall, this winter. Come to find out, nope, Tony got some tricks up his sleeve. He involving Kristen in it. Then we got the weird mad scientist over here in the lab stirring up more chemicals that he shouldn't be stirring up. He need to be locked up in somebody's psych ward somewhere with a padded cell, but that's just my opinion. Let me leave him alone now. He ain't did nothing yet, but I'm pretty sure it's coming. Then on top of it, EJ then made Mark sign a NDA, so he gonna be working with Rolf. He not allowed to say what's going on. It's involving that American drug, but I'm pretty sure Dr. Rolf could put a twist on it and have it revive your whole life if it's up to him. Dr. Rolf gonna put a crazy twist on it with his crazy twists he loved to doing. Knowing him, you gonna one drop and it'll revive your whole body and have you getting up in 10 seconds or less, knowing his crazy behind. I don't put nothing past his crazy self. But anywho though, then we got Jennifer over here. Well, before I get to Jennifer behind, because that's going to piss me off, let's go ahead and continue with the Damaras. We got Sammy coming back into town. Everybody happy to see Sammy besides Belle. You know her and Belle do not get along because of the EJ drama, and you know the whole time she was married, and you know Belle was right here having fun with EJ with that. Plus they feud that they never got along like that anyways. It's only very so often that they get along like that. On top of that, so yeah, they was avoiding each other. Everybody happy to see Sammy. Johnny happy to see Johnny in the new baby, in the new addition. She gave Johnny some advice which he should listen to and use carefully. Well, if you don't, if you decide not to talk to EJ, wouldn't nobody blame you. Sammy have a choice. She got to deal with him because cost of y'all, cost of you. But if you don't want to deal with your dad, you can give him a look about this much slack, and if he mess up again, cut his behind now. But other than that, nice advice, Sammy, but save it for yourself. That same advice you got him about cutting people off, you start a new life, a new journey, you should be saying that about Belle, while you still throwing dirt and saying that Belle, and still trying to argue and get in little petty fights with Belle. I'm glad Belle don't bite the bullet like she used to. I'm glad Belle ain't entertaining it or, having any parts of that. I'm glad to see Belle finally off that train, that petty train with you, and don't want to get into it with you. She know how to compose herself as a lady. Sammy, however, don't. Sammy, while I also commend you for giving Lucas the apart, well, you said that you forgive him, it's too early. He just not getting out of prison by luck. You saying that you forgive him this early and was ignoring him, talking to Philip and Kate and pretending like he wasn't there, but then you decide to, to confront the elephant in the room by telling him, I forgive you, it's fine, don't worry about it, and all this and yada 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 yada. I think I would have held on to that for a couple of more months. Maybe 9 or 10 months, maybe too close to a year. Let's just say my next Salem visit, I probably would have forgave him then. Well, a whole lot have changed since that happened, since he went to prison, since he got out. So, the way time is now and the way, the world set up now, you was in Italy set up, you done met a man, you done got married to him, engaged to him, so I can see you having a tender heart to Lucas and knowing that he's also the father of your child, your children, so I can kind of see why you kind of let it go so easily. I can kind of see why. And judging by I can see why. And he was a little cuckoo, like all children, like all Kate children. Notice that everything, never mind, let me leave Kate and her children alone. They're a little off the rails sometimes, but I'm sure they fine citizens. I'm sure of it. Not really, but I'm sure of it. They fine citizens. Let me leave Kate and her children alone. Anywho, though, with all that time you had to hear from that, from the time he spent in prison, didn't know what he was going to get out or not, from you being over the country, being overseas, out of the country, away from him, away from that drama, away from Salem, not dealing with him every day, like you would in Salem, I can see why, and the fact that he's the father of your children, I can see why you forgave him, now that I'm thinking about it. I can see why you had a kind heart. Then she went over there and talked to EJ. Of course, EJ and her love this little petty game. Oh, you still love me. Oh, you love me. Bringing up Belle and that book BS. And then all of a sudden, come to find out, she engaged to a Vitaly. We don't know if it's ex-mobster or mobster. I'm confused at this point. I somewhat remember that name, but not really remember that name like that. I should have did my research. The name awfully sounds familiar, very familiar, when we're Ava and her family, and that time when they were trying to get the trip, and I remember, some of the Vitalis, so that's why I said he sound familiar, but I have to see his face to know if I officially know him. But that name do sound very weird to me. That name is giving me flashbacks to Trip, and when she found out that was her son, and the Vitaly family was trying to impress him, trying to send him money and trying to take care. That name sounds awfully familiar, right along with her dad and that name DOOL. So the fact that Sammy getting involved in that family Like I said, I don't know if it's ex or current mobster status. Good luck, Sammy. You always like a little chaos and hell in your life anyway, so I'm not surprised or shocked. You done dated EJ, married EJ, divorced EJ, married EJ, dated EJ, married. You done had a family feud with EJ and Ray. You done cheated on both of them. You done been back together with both of them. You done married EJ again. EJ treated you like I said, you're used to a little bit of drama in your life, so I'm not surprised or shocked that you'll pick a mobster today. Even though EJ said he can't compete with me and that little spiel they had going on. But anywho though, Johnny and Chanel getting in, you know, the baby whining. You know, they trying to get it together, trying to get a situation. I think they finally got it settled down. And, you know, everything going smooth and dandy for Chanel and Johnny. They are enjoying their little, you know, parenthood era arc. But anywho, though, I done held on to this good nigga forever for a minute now, and I know once I start, it might be the end of this video, and I might not be able to talk about the rest of what I want to talk about, but let's go ahead and get it on out the way in here. Jennifer Horton. Now look, can't nobody tell you how to feel about, you know, that woman running around here pretending to be your daughter, your long lost daughter. We know that, you know, you over it, but the pain still lie there and the pain still hits there just seeing that woman's face. You better take what Lucas told you. Listen to that. Don't let it go through this ear. Kick it in his ear and proceed with move wisely with it. Move professionally and wise with it. And play your moves. You heard what Lucas said when he tried that mess with Will. Now ask Will and Lucas where their relationship at. So Jennifer, are you 100% sure that you want to pull this trigger with Chad? Even though you and Thomas both saw a misunderstanding, the one was upset. Hell, even a stranger with her that probably would have known her for 10 seconds probably would have stopped and hugged Dad. I'm pretty sure that child wouldn't have reacted like Thomas reacted. But are you 100% certain, Jennifer, that you want to go down this road? Now, Chad, carpet ain't clean. Your carpet for sure ain't clean. Like I said, Lucas gave you the best advice that you're going to ever get from anybody. And I'm not surprised that Jack took yours. Jack always been your little lap dog. I'm not surprised nor shocked. And I think y'all bored and ain't nothing enough going on in Boston for y'all. And I just think y'all bored at this point. And of course you want to take the child all the way to Boston. It would have been said if, I think I would have been better off with your decision with this. Okay, fine. You think the child don't need to be around Chad at the moment. Okay, Boston and that paper, Jack can run that. You stay in town for about 6 to 9 months. Take part-time custody of that boy till Thomas and Chad work their situation out. Not just pick that boy up from school and his friends and his family, taking him back to Boston because you bored. Like Lucas told you, you better think wisely. Now look, I'm not telling you you wrong, I'm not telling you you right. I'm just saying from my experience, you better be careful. I thought the same thing you were thinking now. You better ask Will and Lucas where their relationship at. And are you sure you ready to go down that road? Whether you have a case or not, are you 100% certain, Jennifer, that you want to go down this road? Cause I wonder just a year ago or 2 years ago that you just ran somebody over with a car, hide your man, but yet you want to take full custody, take somebody's child from where they known and, you know, They've been born and raised that they go take them to another state and take them to another state just because you don't think they're doing proper care of your grandchildren. Just as you stand your behind in Salem, taking, let me have them for 6 to 9 months and let me talk to them or whatever. Besides doing that, you want to uproot them children and send them to, like I said, I think Lucas, even though me and Lucas don't get along like that, Lucas couldn't have said it any better than what anybody could have said. Besides snapping, doing all that, Lucas said it 100% right for me. And with that being said, I'm not going to give Jennifer not too much, because she ain't going to heed it. She's not. She, like I said, she too stuck in the fact that that woman did what she did and pretending to be Abigail and all that. She's still stuck on that mess. She can't move past that, even though Kayla and Steve then pleaded with her to move on. And you'll be better off letting that go and moving on. Post Steve and Kayla was about to break down trying to tell you, look, everybody else that moved around and moved past that, we could able to work with the girl, coexist with the girl. She here in Salem, we got to look at her every day. We didn't learn to coexist and move on. You gonna run into this girl every time you in Salem. Chad gonna run into this girl every time he in Salem. Like I said, that they didn't try, you want to do this, maybe somebody else will come in and knock you across the head with some advice and telling you in a non-nasty, verbal, hostile way, don't do it, Jennifer, because this might your whole relationship. But you gonna do what you want to do right now, because your grief still talking for you, not your common sense working for you right now. So good luck with that. Last part, Maggie basically want to put up the mansion for the collateral for the loan to save Titan. Philip said absolutely not, I would not be doing it, and basically drop it, let it go, it's not happening. So Maggie going around deciding what she gonna do. Philip then talked to Kate, and Kate felt some type of way, and Kate said, I can't let that happen. If I have to pitch in with some money, I also pitch in. Julie already gave Maggie the advice to, if you have to do that, it have to come to that, just go ahead and do it. You're a working class lady, first class working lady. You can get it done, and you can pay that on off, and you're a hard-working lady. You can pay that on off in no time and be good and Titan to be fine. And you have to do that, go ahead and do that. What I was also surprised about, how Julie didn't offer to help her, but I'm pretty sure Julie money tied up right now with the whole, book thing. Her money probably still tied up funny in that somewhere, cause buying a business, sometimes your money be a little screen for about 6, a couple of while. So Julie probably still tied up with that book club mess. That buying that bookstore from that man. So her money might be a little tight right now also. So she probably end up helping her pitching in, giving in what she can. I think I heard Kate said she wanted to help also. So Maggie will be fine. I wouldn't say go ahead and put the house up for collateral now. I say if if everything else fails, then you do that. But don't let it be such a huge loan that you can't pay back. Get what you can now. Add that on to it if you need to get Titan where it need to be at, and then you pay it off. Do what you got to do, no problem. But yeah, I think they'll end up getting Titan back to working again. I'm just curious and concerned right now what's the hell going on with these Damaras right now. But anyways though, y'all, that was the episode. I'm gonna get the like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'll see y'all later. Enjoy the rest of y'all night. Have a good weekend, and I'll catch y'all later. Bye.